This is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and lift our voices in song. Sunday morning, and here we are, coming together from near and far with unity, on for you and for me. I've got family waiting for me. Every Sunday I'm glad to see we're unity, home for you and for me. Oh, we're so happy Sunday. This is our family of the day. All of our family. Home for you and for me. Sun is shining and I am too. I feel so happy. How about you? We're here in home for you and for me. We're so happy that love abounds with our brothers and sisters all around. We're here home for you and for me. My, don't be Sunday. This is our very own day. We all about family. For you and for me. We're
Good morning, everyone. I hope that you can hear me. I've been having some trouble with my computer this morning. So welcome to Unity of London.
Wilda, your camera's off.
Okay, well then let me just turn that one on. Bear, can you see my smiling face now?
No.
Okay, well, you're just going to hear my voice. Like I said, I'm having some issues with my computer this morning, so you'll hear my voice. And when you can, you will see my smiling face because I am smiling. So yes, welcome to Unity of London on this beautiful October day. And here at London, or at Unity of London, we welcome first timers. We welcome returning guests, longtime members, and all of our people on Zoom. So here at Unity, we celebrate our October's power of zeal, which is that inner flame that burns brightly for all to see. So the color is orange, as you can tell from this fabulous slide, and the location is in the back of the head. And so today we affirm about zeal. We enthusiastically accept all the good and go forward to achieve our purpose. So that is just fabulous. There we go. And so we celebrate at Unity of London the spirit of abundance, love, and life in our community. As we grow together, we learn the joys of giving as well as receiving from each other. And so all of this, as we celebrate our abundance and our opening to new ideas and our mutual support of each other, all that we affirm that we are evolving peace here within ourselves and at home and in the world. So at Unity of London, we have 5 principles. So if you'd like to repeat those with me. Number 1, God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. 2, I am naturally good because God's divinity is within me and in everyone. 3, I choose my experiences by what I choose, or I create rather my experiences by what I choose to think and what I feel and believe. Number 4, through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. And 5, I do my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. And how do you make a difference? Well, you make a difference. We make a difference by inspiring people to make a positive difference in the world. And as this new slide says, people with passion or zeal can change the world for the better. So be the change. Just step out a bit and open up. Do what is yours to do with zeal and enthusiasm, and you indeed will change not only yourself, but the world. And we can also make a change for the world at Unity of London by providing fellowship and education for spiritual seekers of all walks of life. Whatever the background is, it makes no difference. You are welcome here at Unity, and we're glad to have you. Now we have another song from our Jim.
Nodded off there for a minute. One of the great blessings of my life is being able to come here every couple of weeks and share some music with you, and sometimes music that I've written, and I've talked about that, how that happens. It just comes or it doesn't, and sometimes it comes very satisfactorily to me. This tune I played about 8 months ago as a brand new song, and I absolutely loved it and love it. And one of the downsides of this is the only time I get to play these tunes is here, and I can't repeat them too often. So I had to wait 6 months or 7 months to do this one again, but hope you'll enjoy it. Within my soul, I feel a prison. Oh, glowing essence, deep in my core, a healing force that gently moves me, comforts and soothes me like none before. A tender touch that calms my fears, that drives my tears and points the way. It lets me know there's no more guessing. I have the blessing of Spirit's love. Let pain be gone, let burdens lighten. The power of Spirit can do so much, and in its glow we feel the love, the power of the tender touch. Deep in my soul, where I was frightened, I'm now enlightened by Spirit's call. I face the day with strength to lift me, a special gift, a bright new dawn. Let pain be gone, let spirits lighten, the power of spirit can do so much, and in it still we feel the love, the power of tender touch. Prayer is the pathway to Spirit's power. Whatever hour, it's always near. Oh, there's no more strife in Spirit. Come so much, sending its full power, tender. Tender touch.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, for that song. And we're glad that you, every once in a while, get a chance to sing it. So I'm just waiting for the next slide to pop up here for me. And I know that it's going to be, or it should be anyway, the prayer chest slide. Most of you who come to Unity of London know exactly what that slide looks like. And this is it, because Unity was founded on prayer, and people used to send their prayer requests by snail mail to Myrtle Fillmore, who used to reply to them in handwritten letters. So now with technology, we can call Silent Unity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for our prayer requests. And their number is 1-800-NOW-PRAY, where you will hear a kind voice who will pray with you. So please take advantage of that. Now, in the sanctuary at 501 Nelson Street, you can also put your prayer requests in the prayer box at the front of the sanctuary. So just write the name of the person that you would like prayer for and put it in the box. And those names are collected. They are distributed amongst the prayer chaplains and prayer angels, and they are prayed on it at Unity of London for 30 days, where then they will be sent off to Unity Worldwide for 30 more days of prayer. So please take advantage of that. And not only that, if you would like live prayer again, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., the prayer chaplains come together online, and you can get that information from the email that gets sent out weekly as to how to connect to the prayer chaplains on Zoom each morning at 9 o'clock from Monday to Friday. So please take advantage of that. It's a really special time. Usually we have anywhere from 3 to 6, maybe 7 people. So please join us in that. And of course, today you can also pray in person with Dawn. Now, Dawn may be in the fellowship room We are also praying using the front office room just to when you come in the front door to the right, or in the prayer room. So join Dawn, let her know that you would like prayer, and join her today. And for me, for those of you who are on Zoom, I'm happy to pray with you after the service. So put a message in the chat, and Lorraine will set up a chat private room for us where we can pray. So please take advantages of all the opportunities at Unity of London where you can pray with others. And so now let us go into prayer. And so if you like, just sit up straight in your seat. Put your feet flat on the ground. Put your hands upward on your knees to just take in all that wonderful energy, all of that prayer energy, all of that togetherness energy with all of you around. Close your eyes and let's just take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in through your nose, hold, breathing out through your mouth. Let's just do that one more time. In, hold, release. And as we come together today, we are grateful for the opportunity to spend this time with our Unity community, wherever they are and whenever they may hear this message. As we move through the month of October, may we continue to enjoy these fall days. Today we bless everyone attending all spiritual gatherings, knowing that there are many paths to the one God. At this time, we hold in prayer all of those who may need our loving support right now, and we whisper their names softly into this space. And today we lift up the world. We lift up anyone who may be facing challenges or is suffering in any way, shape, or form. And we trust in that divine power of zeal, where all of us can do what is ours to do with passion, with love, with understanding, that we can make a change in the world. Whether it is in our own home, whether it is in our own community, whether it is in our own province, our own country, or whether it is in the world. And we bless the people who follow their passions, who follow their zeal, because we know that they are, that God is expressing through them in every moment that we express our zeal and our passion for what is ours to do. And so today we also hold in prayer Unity of Vancouver and the Unity of York study group. And so as we move through this day, we affirm that everything is unfolding with ease and grace. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. And so today we welcome our platform assistant, Nancy Youngston, for the reading of the daily word and to introduce our speaker today. Welcome, Nancy.
Welcome, Wilda. Okay, appreciation. Appreciation keeps me in a state of gratitude. It can be easy to take the blessings of my life for granted, for the gratitude I feel to be supplanted by the busyness and concerns of everyday life. But practicing appreciation is the best way to attract even more blessings and stay open to life and love. Appreciation and gratitude keep me in a state of awe and wonder, open to the beauty of the world, the kindness of other people, and the benevolence of God. With my heart and mind open to the world's wonders, I become magnetic. I draw to myself blessings large and small, synchronicities, serendipities, and all kinds of wonderful surprises come my way when I am appreciative. I live in ease and grace, aware of the presence of God and grateful for every day. And from Psalm 9, verse 1, I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. And this morning we appreciate our spiritual leader, Pauline, and she has a wonderful talk for us. She has got wonderful things to say about zeal, the many faces of it. Welcome, Pauline.
Thank you very much, Nancy. And what a joy to be here. And a joy to see some returning people who were here for the first time last week. I was going to save this for the end, but I just want to show it right now. We were talking about badges last week. And I know that Scott and Frank are wearing badges attached to their shirts. And we were kind of joking that who wants to attach a badge up here, clonk, for the women. So I thought about lanyards, and I have a lanyard that says unity on it. And I decorated a little card with butterflies because it kind of represents regrowth. And it has my name on it. And I would have created one for a guest who's here with us today, whose name is Trudy, but I didn't have time. But I do have a lanyard. It's black, so it would go with almost anything you wear. And it has smiley faces all around the edge. So if Trudy wants to wear this later, she can, and then she could just attach her name card to the bottom. You might say, what does that have to do with zeal? And I say to you, a lot. Because zeal is not just about woo, woo, woo. And it's not all the in your face, bold, over the top passion. And it's not even just restricted to Jesus dumping over all those tables in the temple. And I'm sure some of our speakers in the next month will refer to that as Jesus showing zeal. And I'm here to say this. And if you only take away one message today, let it be this. Zeal has many, many faces. At first, I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll get everybody to bring a mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and tell me what you see. And then I thought, oh, too gimmicky, Pauline. You don't have time. They might not bring their mirrors. But I do invite you in the coming week to take time to reflect on where your enthusiasms lie right now. What are you excited about? What gives you a thrill? What makes you get up in the morning and say, yay, morning? And if it's nothing, then your zeal is probably about like this. And that's okay. That's where you are right now. To recognize that is an important part of observing where you are and where you would like to be. It's fun to be around people who are excited. I see before me a lot of, well, many people who have lived many years, and some who haven't lived that long. I invite you to do this, to ask yourself, when you left work that you were excited about, your whole passion was in that work. You left it because you're ready to, as someone said, retire. How many have done that? Just show of hands. You can put your hand way up. I won't point you out. Don't worry. I can see you. So this is my thought. You left something to retire. To retire. Goodbye, world. Goodbye. I'm going back to my nice, happy home where I'm going to sleep a lot, watch TV a lot, do whatever I feel like. And it was probably nice for a while, or maybe a little bit boring from time to time. And my suggestion is this: why not change that word retire to resurface? Resurface. Come back above the surface and re-engage in life, bringing maybe some of the talents you had in that life, or maybe finding brand new ones. Retired teachers sometimes become licensed Unity teachers, resurfacing. I know of retired nurses who are devoted to nursing, who decide to engage as prayer chaplains in hospitals or as volunteers at the wellness center helping people who have cancer. I know of people, one very close to my heart, who were totally engaged in cabinet making and woodworking, who resurfaced to build and repair guitars, bringing a brand new energy, a different kind of passion perhaps, because maybe it doesn't pay as well, but it gives you a feeling in your heart that you're making a difference. Volunteering can do that. Yesterday morning, Saturday morning, beautiful sunny morning. Wasn't it gorgeous? I wonder how many of you were outside just walking around and loving the outdoors. Guess what? There were probably 8 dedicated volunteers in that fellowship room, sorting books and jewelry and sorting and sorting and sorting. They brought a passion and an energy so that they could create something that would go on the tables, our Unity table over there in the market, the Soho market. They brought a passion. So Zeal doesn't have to be all enveloping. It can be for one activity. It can be for one little purpose. So nobody's here. I'm not here to say, give up relaxing. We need that. We also need zeal. We need some parts of our lives, would you agree, that excite us? Here's Jim Chapman, who had a wondrous, full, complete career as a radio broadcaster, a writer, a musician. And I don't think he's still a radio broadcaster, but what does he do over here? He brings to us songs created from the passion of his heart to share with all of us. That's resurfacing, retooling, replenishing, not only his spirit, but our spirits. When I think about Jesus, and to be quite honest, the part about the Bible that I like the best are the stories about Jesus. They let me see him in a different way today than I used to. When I was a child in school, I remember thinking, Oh, well, that's great. He did all these wonderful things. Well, of course he did. He was God. What do you expect us to do? We're just people. That's how I thought. Did you ever think that way? Did you ever sort of think, oh, great for Jesus, but who am I? And here at Unity, we are saying, who are you indeed? You're a divine presence in this world, shining as God. And that may sound blasphemous to people who aren't used to us, but for those who have embraced that spirit of unity, that is our calling card. That is our clarion call to zeal, to say, if we are indeed divine presence in this world, is there anything we cannot do in service for others? And as we bring love and faith to the service of others, we're bringing a whole new element to zeal. Zeal can't stand by itself. Even the people who are so filled with passion at times burn out. And they need something else to bolster them. They need faith. They need gratitude. They need wisdom and love. All the powers that we talk about. And in fact, if you think about energizing your energies when you may feel downtrodden with all those feelings that we all have from time to time. The passion of rage. We've seen it in some of our leaders. That's zeal. That's over the top, way out there. That's not the zeal we're talking about. You may have felt the passion of grief when people that you love passed away. You may have felt the passion of disappointment when something you wanted just flew out the window. Or the passion of loneliness. Or the passion of just, who am I? The yearning to be someone, to be important. That's all zeal kind of turned inside out. That's when our feelings take over. And at those times, we go to prayer. We go to reflection. We go to quiet times where we reflect on God within. Not way out there, not far away, within us. And it may be a teeny weeny little glimmer. If you're here today, you're here because, well, I don't know why you're here. You all have different reasons. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that we have here a core of people who have zeal. Every single one of you has it. It may have a different face. That's okay. I always look for books before I speak, and this is a book by a man called Daniel Bax. I met him at a speaker's event several years ago. And I don't know if you can see that picture. He's handsome, fit-looking, dark hair, bright eyes, but he wasn't always that way. His book is called The Life of Your Choice, moving from, oh no, to, oh, wow. And his story is a story of resurrection. He was in a horrible motorcycle accident when he was a young man. Horrible. I could tell you for 10 minutes all the injuries he suffered. Enough to say that he was in an induced coma. He was told he would never be able to talk or walk, and they thought he was going to die. He didn't. He recovered. And it was faith that allowed him to recover. And this is what he says. was in an induced coma. The record shows that I was a 3 on the Glasgow scale. Unconscious with no meaningful response and no voluntary movement. When he opened his eyes a week later, he was blind. During this period, he was disconnected from the world. He couldn't talk, but he could talk in his head. Since I had no concerns of any kind, I could listen to my inner voice. We all know what that inner voice is like. Nobody hears it except us. This is why meditation and silence are so important in our lives. Through silence, we connect to the source, God, or whatever other name you may have for that. We just need to learn to listen to our spirit, because since it comes from the source of life, it has access to all the answers. This regaining of my connection to the spiritual realm is my most precious blessing. It was by listening to my spirit that I was guided through my healing journey. And now he's a well-renowned speaker. Not only is he a well-known speaker, but he pedals his mountain bike 90 miles, walks up the cottage steps, and explains to everyone that the combination of inner qualities that heal severed nerves can also heal lives. That's inner. That's not outer. That's not anything I or anybody else could say to you. That's something that comes from inside you. So that's Daniel Bax. Every thought, and we talk about I've been talking about this in healing and wholeness. Every thought we carry in our head, every thought carries with it substance, life, and intelligence. And a book called, a book about thoughts of Charles Fillmore reminds us that our thoughts are thought people. Whatever praise is bestowed on these thought people is carried out in every way. I feel so excited about my life today because I get to share a message. Or I feel so excited about my life today because I get to share the daily word. Or I feel so excited about my life because my favorite person, Mark, came with me to the service and actually invited me to come. Or I feel so excited about my life today because I'm helping out in the kitchen. Or I'm here with my favorite person, my husband, Jack. Or I'm sitting beside my partner and my buddy who's taken on a big role, Carol. Or Frank, who's carrying boxes. Or Beulah, who maneuvered her way. I maneuvered my way all down that street with all those cars. All those are elements of zeal. It doesn't have to be Superman zeal. You don't have to wear a Superman cloak and roar down the aisle, as one of our speakers did several years ago. You don't have to do that. You can come to Jim's concert and tap your foot and clap your hands and move your body. That's zeal, Dorothy. And your smile is zeal. Every person who's in this room has in some way zeal. The new Christianity teaches that we make our heaven here on earth. I hope you're not waiting and saying, well, maybe when I die I'll go to heaven. Don't wait for that. Create heaven here. Be with someone you love. Do something that makes you feel good. That's all heaven right here. And we have the power to release There was an actress born in Tokyo. Her name is Midori Komatsu. And this is what she says. Passion is what drives us crazy, what makes us do extraordinary things, to discover, to challenge ourselves. Passion is and should always be in the heart of courage. So for her, that's what Zeal is about. And you may not dance across this stage or even dance in your kitchen. Doesn't mean you're minus zeal. You might just go walking very slowly. You might give the person you love a big hug. That's zeal. That's your face of zeal. You may bring years and years of barbering skills to the heads of your clients. And they walk out with a smile. Scott, that's zeal. Or you may even go to someone's home and cut their hair and smile and give them a hug. That's Patsy. You may always greet people around you with a huge hug and say, honey, how are you doing? That's Renee Sawa. You may feel as though you're doing full-time work at Unity because you're doing the slides, you're changing the slides, you're doing the web, you're doing part of the newsletter. You're back there, and that's Zeal in Lorraine. And you may be the partner who mows the grass and sometimes shovels the snow and does all kinds of nitty-gritty things around here, and that's Chris. And you may always greet Pauline, who says, good to see you, with good to see you back. And that's Ed. And you may be the quiet person who reminds us by thought, by word, or by deed that sometimes we just need to let go and allow, and that's George. Every person in this room has zeal. You may rollerblade here and rollerblade home in the heat of the day, and that zeal is Bella. You may come with a smile and a huge hug, and that's Marlene. That's the zeal. You may be the backbone of Toastmasters and the heart that beats with loving courage, and that's Marie France. And you may be so filled with love for your granddaughter that you can't be here every Sunday, and that's Anna. And you may be solid, calm, quiet. You may hardly ever think of coming up here. And that quiet, steadfast, loyal zeal, that is Janet. Do you see the many faces of zeal? Do you hear about the many faces of zeal? Don't wait for yourself to act like some rocket ship out of control. You don't have to do that. But do find what makes your heart beat a tiny bit faster, what makes your eyes sparkle a little bit, what gives you pleasure. How can you answer the calling that is inside you? And part of that calling is about service. Think about it. When in your life have you felt most excited? Maybe it was when you met your husband. And you might say, well, that's not service, Pauline. I'm not a servant. Don't even think that. But it's love in action. Or your partner. Or you made a new friend. Or you came somewhere where you don't usually come. All of that, my dear friends, is zeal. And I invite you to celebrate it. And I had a whole lot of notes, and I didn't want to use them all, but there are a few quotations I'd like to share. Jesus said, "Peace I give to you, not as the world gives, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." It's fear that stomps down our inclination to show passion or zeal. False expectations that appear real. Half the things we're afraid of never ever happen. But while we're being afraid, we can't feel excited about life. Would you agree? So be at peace in your heart. That is also a form of zeal. And by the way, Jesus had times when he went away by himself to be quiet, to be peaceful. And he was saying to us, you can do that too. There's another part all about joy and gratitude, but I don't want to keep you here too long. And they are also part of zeal. Take time to be grateful. I'd like you to turn to somebody near you right now and say, I am so thankful today, and then give that person something you're thankful for. No, I saw a whole lot of smiles. I saw smiles, and I hear smiley faces. Well, I see smiley faces. I can hear them too. What does that say? That's a form of zeal. In the coming month, you'll hear 3 more speakers, 4 more. They will all talk about zeal. And through the whole next month, I want you to remember this. You are zeal. You are zeal in your way. And if you want it to be more, guess who does that? Who? Thank you, Nancy. Nancy went, I can't do it for you. You can do it for yourself because it makes you smile, because it brings excitement, because it's good for your soul. That's a reason. I am zeal. Just say that right now. I am zeal. I am zeal in my way as divine presence. I am zeal in my way as divine presence. Not my way, it's not your neighbor's way, it's your way. An inner spirit will guide you. Let us now go into meditation. I invite you to just relax in your chair. Not too much relaxed. Don't want to hear snores. Just to relax for a moment. And if you close your eyes and your feet are planted, I want to just lead into the meditation with something from a book that I bought from our book sale. It's called Apples of Gold. Whoever draws nigh to God, close to divine presence, through doubtings dim. If you've got doubts or worries, God, divine presence, will advance a mile in blazing light to him. So prayer and faith are our cornerstones. And as we breathe in acceptance and love of who we are right now, this moment. Whoever you are right now, you are beloved. You are loved and worthy, special, unique. And you have your own form of zeal. in the next few moments, our meditation is just letting go, releasing any distractions, any worries or anxieties. Just let them go. And we concentrate on breathing as us. That deep breathing into our belly that Wilda mentioned in her prayer. Deep breath into your belly and out through your mouth. Through your nose, right into your belly, and out through your mouth. One more. If you want to make sure it's going into your belly, just put your hand in your belly. Breathe in. Breathe out. And for a few moments, continue to do that, filled with faith and love, with peace and acceptance of who you are right now. And I conclude our meditation with one final quotation from a writer called Han Suyin. There is nothing stronger in the world than gentleness. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. And that too is a form of zeal. And so it is, and so we let it be.
Wilda, you're garbled. I don't know what to call that. Thank you so much to Pauline for our wonderful talk today. And we'll call up Jim now.
I don't know what language that. Klingon, maybe Klingon. I want to invite everybody here today to come back 2 weeks from today, because I'm going to have a song that is going to encapsulate everything that Pauline told us. I already have the song. It's right there. I just wrote it. And I mean, we've talked about that sometimes, just poof. Well, it was a poof moment today. So I'll get it all smoothed out and get everything. That's 2 weeks from today. You come back and we can share that song together about living your life with zeal. Okay. Now, it's a fellow named Eddie Watkins who has written a lot of wonderful tunes, and in the Unity, I don't know if there is a songbook or not, but he's probably got songs there if there is. Now, this is one of my favorites. Again. Well, I don't think I've done this for a couple of years now, according to my notes here, but it's a great tune. It's called We Come Together. And the first verse, I just want to show the first verse with you before I actually do the tune, because then when we get there, you can participate or not. Eddie says, take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you, and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me, we come together. All right? You don't have to do that. But as we get in that part of the song, if you wanted to do that, it'd be just fine. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. Come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. From every walk of life. From every creed and color. That we should be alive. Honoring the God in each other. Look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. Come together. Come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay, Sorry, I've been having computer problems here all morning. So I do want to thank Pauline, though, for the zeal that she showed in her quiet, still way, giving just wonderful lessons, and just really inspiring those of us who have the wonderful opportunity to listen to her. Okay, so right now we have a couple of people going throughout the sanctuary collecting our tithes and offerings. So we're grateful for every way that people contribute to Unity of London through their time, talent, and treasures. And if you have contributed already this week, just bless the little blue bag as it goes by you just by putting your hand on the top of it. And so we're grateful for everyone who continues to uplift and support Unity of London. And if you are doing that by your treasures, you can do that by check or credit card, debit, Tithely, or e-transfer to Unity of London at hotmail.com. So we are grateful for that. And it looks like these two lovely people are coming up to the front of the sanctuary. So we will do our prosperity blessing. So if you'd like to repeat with me, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. All right, so we have announcements this morning, and there's all sorts of wonderful things that are happening. So October is membership month, and so you must, if you are currently a member, you must let us know that you would continue to like to be a member, and you can do that by putting an initial your personal membership form in the October 2025 space. You can join or update your personal information by completing a new membership form, or you can send an email indicating your intention to unityoflondon@hotmail.com. So now for those of you who are new to Unity or are not members yet, being a member of Unity is a really, really important thing. Firstly, it allows you to participate fully in Unity activities, which means that you have a vote at the annual general meeting each year. So it's important to do that. Plus, two, Unity of London has to have a base membership to allow it to continue its church, quote, church status. So that means that we get all sorts of wonderful support from Unity Worldwide Ministry and Unity Canada. So please, if you are currently not a member, please consider being one. And if you currently are a member, please renew. All right, so there is a sacred circle today from 12 to 1. And so, of course, that is in what we used to refer to as the children's ministry. So please attend if that speaks to you to talk about spiritual matters, the service's message. It's an open forum. And what's said in the circle stays in the circles. So that's from 12 to 1 today. Today also, and Pauline made mention to this about the people who were here on a beautiful day, and they were sorting books and jewelry to donate to the Soho Market, which is happening. Well, it's on right now and will continue to be on until 4 o'clock at the park across the road from Unity. So check out that market and see what new to you books and jewelry you can get there. And as it says here, you can start your Christmas shopping today. All right, so another Wednesday combo from all accounts, the last pizza and music night went over really, really well. So the next one is October 22nd, and dinner is from 6 to 7. And of course, Jim's wonderful music happens at 7:30. So it's $15 per person, and it's $10 for the concert. Now, there is a sign-up sheet at the back, and that sign-up sheet is for many reasons. One is to let us know if you're coming. The other is to sign up to help prepare the food or serve the food. And there's all sorts of other things to sign up for back there on that sheet. So please check it out and participate in either by coming or by helping out or both the combo night. And there's also going to be a rummage sale at Unity Saturday morning, November the 1st, and there's going to be more details to follow about that. So that's always exciting to have those. I still am using the blender that I bought many years ago at that rummage sale, so I was happy for that. And Sunday, November the 9th, is Volunteer Appreciation Day. And Pauline focused on appreciation and zeal today in her talk. And you may volunteer quietly, but what you do makes a difference. And that is part of zeal as well. And of course, Wednesday night, October 8th, 7:30 to 9. Wow, you've got quite the lineup to this week, Jim. So Rhythm and Blues Revival. Wow. Tim Woodcock, Don DeCarlo, Rod Perkins, and of course, Jim as well. So $10 cash at the door, or you can email Jim Chapman at rogers.com for advance tickets. All right, so let's just relax in our seats and let's just repeat the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds me. I am the light. The love of God enfolds me. I am the love. The power of God protects me. I am the power. The presence of God watches over me. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yay, God. Okay, so for those of you at 501 Nelson, let's just stand up and join hands, and together we'll sing our peace song. Okay, so as the slide says, let's chat before closing. So if any of you would like to come up and to just comment on today's service, Pauline's talk. Okay, Nancy, you go right ahead.
All right. It's a good message for me today for appreciation it is like there's sometimes, as it said in the an appreciation and zeal